93.9 is the number. 93.9 is the station. And boy, is it going to be a fun Friday. It's going to be a confessional Friday. It is going to be a family Friday. Steve Rummage in the building. Brian Hall in the booth.
Is it not supposed to be like 60 degrees tomorrow? I mean, did I not read that right? What is going on? Like, I mean, this is starting to. Y'all may not be okay. Maybe y'all don't worry about stuff like I do, but I've watched The Day After Tomorrow, and I've watched stuff like that. And when weird stuff starts happening, like it's supposed to be 40 something later today.
I'm feeling you.
Like I'm like kind of like this is not right. Like something is wrong with the world because this has been happening too much lately.
I was driving, and this statement came out of my mouth. I said, I have never seen snowflakes this big in my life.
Yeah.
Like they were melting on the street, but I literally had not seen snowflakes that big out of nowhere.
Yeah. Kind of freaks me out. I mean, just being serious. Like, I mean, this is, I don't know. And then tomorrow I'm going to be outside in a cutoff and shorts shooting ball. I mean, is this what's happening right now?
Sorry, I gotta keep talking.
No, I know. I mean, I'm
connected for everybody.
Connect all you want. I'm over here trying to. Hey, what are we doing, man? I'm trying to prep people for the end of the world. You're over here trying to worry about your YouTube channel. Like, all right, well, that's fine.
Or Facebook Live.
Anyways, so regardless, the weather is insane, but that's fine. Tomorrow it will be in the 60s, and we do play Virginia to wrap up the season.
I cannot wait to play against Virginia. Mm-hmm. I have had this low. I have been such a loser in the low. You know what? You know what? Here's the thing. Opposites.
Okay.
Are the conversation of this morning.
Okay.
What I mean by that, people, does everybody have the closet psychopath who doesn't look like the psychopath fan that you never knew they were the psychopath fan? Well, people, there's one been right under our nose the entire time.
I know. And
we didn't know it. Brian Hall, did you know that our marketer extraordinaire, Jamie, is a psychopath?
He's insane. No, he's nuts.
Can you describe Jamie to the people? Because I don't want my story to sound leading. Mm-hmm. Do me a favor, Brian, and you describe marketer Jamie.
Right.
So Jamie is a fairly quiet guy. He's fairly.
Fairly.
Okay, so he's a really quiet guy. He has the first desk right when you walk in the back door.
Yeah.
But yet he's always very intently working, and you don't really want to mess with him.
Yeah.
Like he's busy.
Big U of L fan too, right? Always U of L gear. Big U of L fan.
See, but I didn't know if he was a big U of L fan or he just kind of was in the environment, when in Rome, kind of, let me, support my guys. Like, I almost thought we made him choose because maybe he likes us more than he likes some of the other people who cheer more openly.
Well, and we do kind of walk through here. I don't know. I mean, we do get kind of bullish. I think we look bullish sometimes, even though we don't mean to be. But pretty big dudes. You kind of.
So we just kind of pressure them into Louisville stuff.
Yeah, it's like we're the
Hey Jamie, what's up, man?
Yeah. Hey, you going to the game?
How's your work coming along?
Yeah. L's up.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, Jamie. I'll see you tomorrow, man.
Yeah.
All right, Marcus.
Hey, see y'all.
Right by the door. So he's the first hello and the last goodbye.
And to make it even, I found out recently he's a fellow. He moved. He's a transplant, but he's a fellow Shepherdsville.
Really?
Yeah. And you know how? Yeah. Oh yeah. No, he calls high school games in.
There's been a guy under our nose, people.
Yeah.
He's awesome now.
Mm-hmm.
He's awesome. So, Steve, I come in, a little bit kind of late, last minute. I was trying to let the weather pass before I, came in through. And I stumbled on the conversation. What was going on?
Okay, is what happened was apparently the salespeople went out last night. Kansas City was in town.
It already sounds good, right?
Yeah, you know, the big wigs are in town. We have, and we had a conversation because we have a team of 5 salespeople, and we have two very very
CJ
beautiful.
Pepper is awesome. Y'all need to look up the name CJ Pepper. Go look at highlights of that. Keep
Yeah,
going.
definitely. We have two, we have 2 beautiful women that are in sales. Of course, I joked around that they were getting into they're coming into cougar stage. I did tell them that.
You did not tell them that, Steve.
Yeah,
and you
I
did
did
not just say that on 93
I did.
Ville.
Yeah, I did.
Did you just say that
I
out
did.
loud?
Yes.
Do you know it's International Women's Day, Steve?
Yes. That's why I did. Look, they're extraordinary dons, happily married to a man that I want no part of, as far as other than friendship, a great friendship with Matt Yates. He's a great guy.
Fair enough.
And really is a good dude. All jokes aside, but I mean, and different things. So, anyways, we were joking around. We were having a good time. They all went out last night. And then you got Phil, who is.
People,
I don't really know what Phil
advertise with ESPN Louisville. Just listen. Here's what
Yeah.
you do. If you want the best advertisement at the best going rates on the radio,
Period.
what you do is you call to the ESPN Louisville studios and just entertain some of these people for a meeting.
No, they're incredible. Like
Phil,
we have
Phil
one
Baker,
of the best sales staff.
Yes. Yeah, it'll be worth your meeting to call up the staff.
Yeah, and that's kind of one of the things I'm making the point of is like we have an exceptional even Jim Wobble. I mean he's funny in the studio, but when you see him in sales mode, I mean, he does his thing.
Yeah,
he knows what he's doing. Like they're really good at what they do. So Jamie is kind of the one. He's the new kid on the block. Whatever, but he's good at what he does. He come right in and he started knocking some sales down, and I like the way
he had us out on a show location instantly.
I was a big fan of how he came to us about how he did things and stuff and everything. It was cool. So I think, okay, he's a good dude. Whatever. It's cool. Well, today I found out there's more to him. He's nuts.
I'm listening, Steve.
So the Facebook messages this man sent out were awesome. I mean, and I'm not even going to go word for word.
Yeah, they're emotional.
They're emotional.
They're passionate.
They're passionate. Passionate messages.
Passion out of the person you don't expect passion from is awesome.
Yes. And I am pleased because I'm bringing this into a conversation too, because it's one of those things where I say a lot of things during games. It is good. It looks good. I say a lot of things during games. Okay, I say this openly knowing that Coach Mack,
you're as guilty as anybody,
and Coach Mack's family at times listen to this show. And I'll openly say I've fired Coach Mack at least 7 times this year. At least 7 times in the middle of games.
I've put him on a hot seat. I won't say I fired him.
I fired him.
I fired him. I put him squarely on the hot seat.
I fired him and said he couldn't get a job in the Atlantic Sun. So I mean, this is what happens.
Yeah,
during games.
I've said, Coach, they're coming for you.
Oh yeah,
listen,
you done?
Coach, they're coming for you.
Yeah, you done? You're just not gonna make it. You're not gonna make it. And that's fine because I love him. Like I love him. I love the man.
Right.
And
somewhere in between, when you get up from that seat and go to the beautiful Galt House Hotel,
yes,
you make up.
Oh, I mean, yeah, I mean, he's to me. I mean,
you need about 300 yards of walking before you make up.
I do. No, I do.
Fair enough.
I mean, and I don't think we could have done better with the hire. Like, I think I think Chris Mack will be put in
Everybody
the Hall
knows
of Fame.
that too. Everybody knows that.
But I mean, I'm not going to lie to you and say this year that there wasn't points during games where I just flat out I didn't put it on social media though. And this is what I'm wondering, because where is the line of where you stop? Because with me,
and who stops you?
Because with me, I mean, look, I just totally. I mean, I've said Pegues can't coach Biggs. I've said, Mac just can't get it done.
Dino, like, what are you doing here?
Yeah,
Like,
Dino, you were working at ESPN last year. Like, what are you doing here?
We say very mean things.
And these are all coaches that
you do know we're getting marked on all these, right?
Oh, absolutely. No, that's what I say. When y'all say this, see, I'm saying this knowing families listen to this show. Kenny Klein's probably listening to me right now. Like, I mean, these are the people.
He's like, Marcus Ravens.
Yeah, well,
Steve Ramage.
If you see Steve courtside, tackle him. Yeah, like, I mean, but the point is, I mean, I'm curious, people, where are people's lines?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
That's a good question because we open that question. Here's the thing, too. 8150, 939, 3831, 939. Here's the line, and who has been the most surprising maniac fan you know? And it's funny because yesterday I was gonna open this conversation today. Yesterday, I wanted to come back to the scrimmage. The spring game scrimmage.
Yeah.
I really wanted to do that. And like, I don't have to sugarcoat it. By the time I got home, it was I passed a milestone. It was kind of a personal goal milestone yesterday. And I celebrated with a afternoon cocktail, right?
Yeah.
And I had plenty of time to go to sleep and recover. But for some reason, I was like, you know what? This cocktail is so relaxing that I'm not going to get back out. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to, what I mean is go to sleep and, get myself together and get up and shower and go, like I'm not going to do that process, right? So I spent the rest of the time wondering, okay, where's your investment level? You know what I'm saying? If you can't do that, But I know for a basketball, run this town.
Yeah.
Opening, what's the thing called?
Louisville Live.
Louisville Live.
Yeah.
Why can I think of that? For the Louisville Live, like I would have drank water and took caffeine pills to make sure and not that I'm making this a basketball football thing. I just investment levels in a spring game versus that is kind of what we're talking about here.
Yeah. So
you can stop yourself from tweeting and Facebooking firings in the middle of a game.
I can. I can. I'm comfortably.
Is it because you're down up front and you feel shameful?
No,
because you got to think, if you tweet something out, they're gonna read it and they're gonna know before the end of the game what you're talking about.
No, yeah, but no, because at home I don't do it because honestly, at home games I don't even look at Twitter hardly because I'm there, I'm in the game. I don't really pay attention to Twitter. Away games are where I would be more apt to do something like that because I am kind of scrolling, and I just it's the emotions, it's the aggravation of it all. Like Andy pisses me off during games, and I'm like reading it, and you know what I'm saying, and like I'm looking.
Who pisses you off more than anybody?
Andy.
Out of everybody you follow,
so.
He angers you the most.
I think so.
Is it because the hint of truth that he hits with?
Sometimes, and sometimes it is. And look, he's one studio over. I mean, I'll tell it. We'll talk about this in the break. So I'm not hiding anything. And they have a large following, and I'm like,
I'm trying to think who angers me the most. That was unfair for me to drop that one on you, and not have one. But I'll find one.
Yeah.
That we'll have to let somebody know about.
Sure.
Give me some time to think about it.
No, you take the time. That's fine. But yeah, no. But my point is away games. I'm on Twitter more. I'm on social media more. Home games, like I said, when I say that, I really don't look at Twitter maybe once or twice a half.
Passive aggressive. We're in the hole now. I hope we can. I hate the tweet that says that the loser passive aggressive. I mean, technically we can still come back, but we're down 4 and there's only 10 minutes to go. Guy that I can tell just wants to lose because he wants to type loser things for the rest of his day.
Yeah.
Louisville fan that types loser comments in the middle of a game is the worst.
Yeah, I agree with that.
It's the worst. Do you know? And that's just the social media. The other guy. We're going to Applebee's. We're going to Applebee's Saturday.
Yep. 3:00.
people, just so you know, just to paint you a picture, people go there to have to, watch the game, having a good little quick meal. You know what I'm saying? It's just, stuff's quick. It's awesome, right? Some people come out there just so they can debate with myself and Steve. So if you're a guy who's or a lady that is not used to calling in or that kind of, listen, there's an area that we're all kind of in right in the middle, and we all sit around and debate each other during the middle of the game. So if you've been dying to do that, to see what it will, see if you can hold your own in a full debate against
It's you. Because here's the problem. I try to tell people, I'm like, look, I'm really not a jerk, but I don't talk during. I don't. Hey,
look, during commercials.
Sure.
Halftime, we can actually debate one-on-one. But I'll say this too: that guy that comes in and says, "Oh man, this would have been a great season if we would have won that." Where is my fork?
I know.
Where is my spoon?
Yeah.
Because I'm going to jump out of this chair.
I'm going to start bringing blow dart guns when they do that.
With tranquilizer. Guy, listen, for your woman, man, whoever, don't come up to me and tell me how this would have been a good year. Or if your first statement is about an almost or about a boy, I wish we would have, or hey, how about that? If your opening statement to me is something on the negative back, so what do you think with all this FBI stuff? That can't be your first statement to me, because like you don't know how many people have you were going to, something bad was going to happen to you in that moment, and you just didn't even know it. Like, thank goodness the food in Applebee's was just smelling so good that I decided against that guy and guy on Twitter who obviously wants to lose so he can complain for the rest of the night. And I go back and I look at the pattern. I look at the flow chart of your negativity. Yeah. We will be down 10, you know what I'm saying? And it's super negative. Yeah. We'll be up 10 and it's super negative with a first, I hope you win, but.
Yeah. No, you're right.
I can't think of which guy that
Mine's
is.
Still Andy.
Big Mike, thanks for joining us on 93.9, my man. What's on your mind?
Okay, all right.
No, you're saying face. We're just talking about his takes, man. Come on, we can't bash our co-workers, man. Come on.
I like Andy. I like Andy. That was only right.
Listen, Mike, I appreciate the call.
Sorry.
You do realize that the emotion is why he is who he is. The emotion that had you.
I'm going to tell Cooper this right now.
The emotion you just showed, and here's the thing. I'll say the only reason that I agree with Steve about Andy is because I know he's smart, right? Like, I know he's smart. I know he's prepared. That's what irritates me, because it's like, I know he put some good time into making this narrative. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know he put in his work, and that's what... he is good at what he does. Like I said, that is what can totally anger you. But I derailed. We were talking about the psychopath on social media that you think is just the politest person on the planet. He actually works in our studio, and our morning started out with the funny. What did he say?
No, I had a laugh with Cooper.
He had to know that we opened the floodgates.
Yeah. So but anyways, man, it was surprising to hear that about Jamie.
Negative Nancy's coming up on Virginia.
Yeah.
How do we approach this? How do we approach it positive? I'll ask you this right now. How are you going to be positive, Steve, going into a game against Virginia on a senior night on the road?
Positive about Virginia. It just looked good.
Are you gonna say, oh, maybe they'll sleepwalk on senior night?
No, I don't even need that. I just need this team to continue to look good, man. I just need this team to continue to play well. I need VJ King to continue to play well. I want to see Darius. I want to see the things that excited me Sunday to continue on. To say, okay, these are the things I took away Sunday that made me think maybe we can make a run. And take those into that I saw those went into practice, and now on Saturday, the next week, we're looking the same, or better.
Here's what I'll do.
I just can't have a step back.
Here's what I'll do. I'll say, if you guys don't look mentally afraid of Virginia, like you ever see, like it's the Coach Davenport would always say it. That first step when you get punched is going to be the story. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? That first buck up. Yeah. That first charge call, right? Okay, like you get called for a charge, Steve, and the guy falls, right? And you ever see when like the two guys come to pick him up, sometimes they bump you out of the way so they can pick up their dude.
Yeah.
Now that bump right there sets the tone. I can't, let you bump me to pick up your guy without me dusting it up.
Right.
Like I'm physically going to have to stand there, even though they call a charge. You ever see somebody call a charge and the guy's holding the ball, then they go up and snatch the ball from him?
Yeah.
Like those moments right there. You know what I'm saying? Like I got to know, to me, this is going to have nothing to do with the execution of basketball. You know what I'm saying?
That's fair.
To me, okay, because here's the thing. You got to think this Notre Dame game was coming off of Mac getting caught on camera, with his phrase, mm-hmm. the toughness being questioned, yeah. Right? I have to know that there was toughness in the Notre Dame game. What a terrible, terrible play. That guy traveled, people. That was the turning point of the game, Steve. I have to know that coming down the stretch, this team is not going to be, like he said, AAU. Well, we got another game.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's more important to me than actual, like VJ playing well doesn't concern me as much as VJ being ready to fight.
Yeah, but okay, I think that's the bigger question here. What could happen tomorrow that would disappoint you? Maybe that's the easier way to say it.
Out tough. Out and just out physical. Okay, our rebounding numbers have been good, right?
Yeah.
Now, if I see them getting, you remember we talked about how Malik came out there snatching the ball from people, physically overpowering people for loose balls.
Yeah.
That was a good sign. That was a good, it's a good mentality.
Yeah.
Only poor mentality is gonna crush me.
Yeah.
That's the only thing. Because here's the thing, rest is not going to be my last kind of built-in. Not built-in, because it's what I saw. I saw mental fatigue. I saw bodily fatigue on these guys. So when you're fresh, you should be able to be tougher. And I can't see Huff, left hand, right hand.
Okay, Malik, I would like to see us do a better job on him. I would like to see us do a better job.
It's funny you say that because...
Hey, Brian, will you grab Don real quick? Yeah.
I will say this. I've watched a lot of basketball in the last 2 or 3 days in the evening, right?
Yeah.
And it bothers me how fundamentally sound.
Marcus, can I take a second real quick?
Go ahead.
Don, if you would jump on there for a second, at least, here's the problem. I need to apologize to you because I wasn't aware. Marcus just made me aware. Today is National Women's Day. International Women's Day. And I feel like that me calling you a possible cougar on International
You did it
Women's
again,
Day
Steve.
was-
Why did you say that again?
And I've given Matt shout outs and I've said, look, he's a great dude, love the guy, all this stuff. But I feel like that doing this on International Women's Day is something I need to apologize publicly for. I said she was in the transitional stage. Yeah.
Oh my God.
So
I don't have nothing to do with this.
but it's
just my show, but I just got nothing to do.
I just wanted to clean this slate publicly here. I was not aware it was International Women's Day, and instead now I will say you are a phenomenal mother of multiple kids and a great wife and a great salesman and all this stuff.
This kid is moonwalking.
Yes. So I just wanted to get that out there. You're welcome.
I guess, right?
Thank you so much.
Look,
I need to clean my palate.
Listen, I'm glad you did.
We're playing Virginia. It's March. I know
no bad mojo. Yeah,
I don't
good
need
point.
this. That's why even me, like when I'm doing Cooper, I need to tell you before they start texting in telling you I'm crushing Andy. I need you to.
Let's clean this up. Yeah.
I don't need any bad energy.
Point being,
to your point, yes.
I've watched a lot of basketball. I've watched a ton of basketball.
Yeah.
Last couple of days. Everybody has a big man that can just catch the ball and score kind of point blank.
Yeah. It was already a 3-point game.
We can't stop the point blank bucket against opponents, and we don't do that at point blank. For those who don't know, people, we're doing a show while we're actually watching the Virginia game at Louisville. You know what I'm saying? Man, it was a good game.
No, it was. I thought Louisville. I didn't think Louisville played too bad. I thought in the second half they played their game well. Virginia answered. Now Louisville's going to get a chance tomorrow to answer back.
Quick commercial break. Midday with Marcus Maven. 8150 939 is the number. Oh my God. On 939 the Ville.
You want to talk about, and I love the kid to death, but you want to talk about a good deed going sour quick?
Yeah.
Remember the kid that we had in here? The super nice guy. Yeah. He's like, I feel terrible now because he's emailed me. He's like, hey, I really enjoyed my time there. He's like, I volunteer out at Walmart. I was wondering, y'all don't have a secretary up front if I could volunteer and give out your all's prizes and stuff. And I'm like, I'm like, I feel terrible. I'm like, so basically, I'm just gonna pass it off on Drew. I'm gonna be like, well, I can't make those decisions. Like, you'd have to hit up Drew. Drew's the only guy that can.
Gotta hit the bosses up.
Oh, you bet. I was just telling him our roster's full right now.
Yeah, I just feel terrible, you know. You do something good to reach out to somebody, you give an inch, and they try to take a mile.
Tell him try in 6 months.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
the best way.
Get back with me next year.
Yeah. We got a full deal right now.
I know what you're saying.
Yeah. You feel bad because you're like, oh man.
It's like he just wants to be a part.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, yeah, dude.
Your girl would be hitting with that one too.
Madison.
Yep.
Yeah, she can be that way too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
She hits me up all the time and it's like, hey, I'm thinking about coming up to Louisville. What if I come in the studio
But that
with
goes
the
back.
guys?
That goes back to my point though.
She's aggressive with it.
Yeah, I mean, it goes back to my point. Everybody outside would die to be inside. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
yeah.
And then you get inside, then you get kind of complacent right away.
Oh, I always forget that because I get lost sometimes in the shuffle. Like I'm working, you know,
Yeah.
this is my job.
Yeah.
But then like I think about it and I'm like, man, like there's a ton of people who want to do it.
Yeah,
Die.
There's a ton of
It's a
people who
good
wanna do
gig,
it out
man.
there.
I mean, and like Steve always talked about, just the influence level. You're going to get me to my car today. I don't care. You're going to get me to my car. Look at this crap. Yeah, you're going to have to just participate.
Make sure we plug them at the same time. We was like, you gotta call them. You gotta call them.
in Bangladesh working.
Phil said we can't legally give him an internship without him being in school. That's called slavery.
Indentured servant.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, that's bad. You can't do that. You're on Applebee's tomorrow, you said?
Yeah. Yeah.
Fiesta on chicken.
Is that your go-to?
Oh man, that used to. It was bad. The one that they closed.
Big old chicken too. Yeah. Yeah.
Listen.
Only 96 calories and 3.2 carbs. We call it Miller Lite. What are you holding? Miller Lite. Hold true. Great beer, great responsibility. 2018 Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Average analysis 12 fluid ounces, less than 1 gram
I want to know what that
0
was.
grams fat.
Alabama to be quarterback.
This is Drew Diener, and you're listening to 93.9 The Ville, live from the OPC Services Studio.
There it is. You got that packet of stuff on.
Middays with Marcus Maben on 93.9 The Ville is broadcasting live from the OPC Pest Services Studio. Now, here's Marcus Maben and Steve Rummage.
Welcome back. It's Midday with Marcus Maben, 8150. 93.9 is the number. 93.9 is the station. Steve, along with tournament selection, we got a lot of things going on.
Yeah.
Got a lot of things headed up.
We do.
How much?